Okay, welcome to the Onsen Budgie Smugglers with Yoshi and Crash, coming to you simultaneously from Kyoto in Japan and Northcote, Victoria in Australia. Welcome, Yoshi.
Hi, Crash. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Good, mate. How are you?
All right, thanks, mate.
Just give us the little weather rundown of Kyoto today.
Um, it's sunny and it's quite windy. The temperature was like, I think, 23, 24 in the daytime. Then cool down to, I think, 16, 17 over the night. What's the weather like in Melbourne?
Well, we've had a couple of weeks of pretty good weather, but tonight, we like to talk a little bit of footy here, Yosh. They're playing
Yeah.
down at Marvel Stadium tonight under the roof, and it looks very nice on the TV. But outside, it is cold. It is raining. I'd say it's probably about 15 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow in Melbourne, I think the top is going to be about 12 degrees Celsius.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
and raining for much of the day. And it also happens to be a day that I'm going to start umpiring footy this year. So that's going to be some fun.
That's nice. Good on you, mate.
Might be a bit chilly, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Have you ever done umpiring before?
Yeah, I have. So in the VAFA in Melbourne, the clubs have to supply umpires for the lower grades. The league
Yeah.
supplies them for the higher grades. So I have done it a number of times over the years before.
That's good. Are you
Right,
excited
mate.
with umpiring tomorrow?
Sorry.
Are you excited with umpiring tomorrow?
Oh no, I don't find it very exciting. It's just one of those jobs somebody's got to do. So I'm happy to do my part and help out.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, mate. All right, let's move on to our highs and lows from the week. Yoshi, fill us in what you've been up to.
Hi. I rode the bike for totally 25 Ks today, and I spent only like 1.5 hours on the road, which is quite fast, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the highlight of the ride other than your speed?
I think on the return way from Arashiyama to get home, I rode quite fast and I tried to run. I try to paddle as fast as possible on the steep, and I just got the speed, like rhythm the free, like I got in a good shape of a good mode or whatever it's called.
Nice one. And
It's my
your low this week, mate.
not this week, but 2 weeks ago, like we had a free tournament under the cup in Osaka, like down from Osaka, central Osaka. But unfortunately, I couldn't kick any goal. Unfortunately, very, very sad about it.
Mate, it's tough work. Not everyone can kick the goals. It is nice to
No.
get one when you get one, but I can tell you I played a lot of footy and didn't kick many goals at all. So it did
Oh,
probably
yeah.
make a difference that I was a defender.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Were you a defender at the time?
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, right, but I'm a forward. I should have kicked any goal. That's a shame. Really, really a shame about it. And in fact, it's really, really hard to read the ball movement. That's a problem for myself.
Yeah, it's definitely a skill that is required. So hopefully you can get one in your next game. What was the game result? What was the score?
We lost all the games. I haven't got the scoreboard here, so I can't tell the score, but positively, we are all smashed.
So all the teams you played against, are they all from Tokyo?
That's right.
So I know you probably suffer a little bit from distance. All those teams regularly play up in Tokyo and probably have a few more Aussies around helping them. Would that be right?
That's right. Yeah, like one of the actually three universities teams are like played by Japanese university students. They're strong as well, but and they also are in A League. A League is the top league of the AFL Japan actually. Then Tokyo Corners are like an expat team. They are very, very strong side all the time.
Oh, well, mate, hopefully you'll get them next time.
You just smart, but I don't know when we will play the next game.
No worries. All right, we'll move on to mine. My low this week was my partner Annabelle passed away earlier this year, and she would have been 50 years old on this Wednesday. So it was quite a very sad day, and days either side of that, thinking of her and missing her, and the I guess opportunity missed that we would have had a big party and had a lot of fun with our friends and family. The highlight of the day there was that a lot of Belle's friends and my friends and family all got together, and we had a nice dinner in her honor on Wednesday night. So that was very nice in the end.
I'm sorry to hear about that, and it must be very, very hard for you this week. You should have a big party, and it's 50s. I can't say anymore, but I feel sorry for you.
I appreciate your thoughts, mate. All I can say is she's forever young. She'll never have to be 50 like you and me. So my highlight, again, mine was a couple of weeks ago too, but since we spoke last, my fishing trip that I was heading off on was a fantastic 4 days with my friends, and we had a great time, particularly at night, sort of drinking wine around the campfire. It was just lovely out there. We caught a lot of fish, but unfortunately, most of the fish were European carp, which are a kind of a pest species and not very good eating. So that it was good fun, but not so good on the eating front. And my friend Ben, who I took along for the first time, he did catch a Murray cod, which are a magnificent Australian fish. So well done to Benny.
Oh, beautiful, Ben. Nice work, mate. Which fish did you eat?
Well, we didn't actually end up eating any fish. So the carp are not a very good eating fish. So you have to throw them out of the water. They're not allowed to put them back in the water. And the Murray cod that Ben caught was just under legal size. So that had to go back into the river for it to allow it to grow bigger for the future.
Right, nice.
But we had lots of food with us.
Yeah.
So we ate a lot of steak.
Which food are alternative for you?
Sorry, what was that, Josh?
All right. Which foods were your alternative rather than the cod fish? Which
Murray cod.
Did you have?
The Murray cod is a great native fish, and it is very good eating.
Yeah, nice.
All right, let's move on to our news. What have you got for me this week, Josh?
All right. Nagoya shakes off its leap as Japan's most boring city.
Well, I guess it's kind of pretty self-explanatory, except I really don't know anything much about Nagoya, so maybe you can fill me in.
Right. Nagoya is like, rated as a boring city, as a Japanese perception. But experts have a different, perceptions, and they try to promote the city. Do you know how like experts set up the company? Then what sort of a company do you guess?
Maybe adult entertainment.
Oh my goodness, that's different. But they established a company attracting inbound tourists into the city.
Very good.
Like Nagoya has it's they say like they have a nice castle, like a historical castle. Then they have a authentic cuisine, like using a miso paste, like a miso cuts or like deep fried pork or like miso grilled eels, something like that. Then they open like a new theme parks as well. Then they try to attract more tourists into the city.
So, what's your verdict on it, Yoshi? If I came to Japan, should I go to Nagoya?
I can't say anything because I've never been by myself, so I can't judge at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh, mate, I'll just have to come to Kyoto to visit you.
Yeah, but Kyoto has too many temples and shrines. Then I feel like it's boring for me as well, to be honest. I'm more passionate and people are really, really nice. I prefer Osaka, to be honest.
Where would
But I
you
could show you
where would you
Kyoto
recommend
anyway.
to go, Yoshi?
Say it again?
Where would you recommend?
Osaka is better.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. My story, Aussies doing 5 hours unpaid work a week.
I reckon somebody's got fine, like doing like some sort of misbehaving, maybe like drinking too much and then did silly stuff. That's as a punishment, they have to work 5 hours a week as a penalty.
I don't know. I mean, Japan has a reputation for very long, hard working hours.
Yeah,
The Australian working hours are typically about 40 hours a week. So most people work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and that's it.
Mhm.
So 8 hours a day for 5 days a week.
Yeah,
And I guess what this article is about is that a lot of people working from home or stay at the office past the time when they should stop at 5 o'clock when they're paid up till 5 o'clock. If they keep
yeah,
working after that time, they don't get paid to keep working.
yeah,
And so they've been doing a survey and found that lots of people are doing, at least 5 hours extra a week, but not getting paid for it. So, a lot of people think that the bosses should be paying them if they're working extra time. A lot of bosses
yes,
think,
it should.
a lot of bosses think
Yeah,
that they should be working for them as long as they need them.
yeah, they should get paid anyway.
What are
Because
the
like there are
usual?
some reasons, people have to work extra hours. Then why not paying?
Yeah, well,
Why,
it's
why
it's
they
mostly because they're I guess uh they think that they need to do the extra work to get their job done, and the boss is taking advantage of it, maybe. But it's a tough
Hmm?
argument on both sides. How many hours a week do people typically work in Japan in an office job?
Normally like 40 hours a week, but overworking is our bad habit. So I have no idea. Maybe like some people might have to work like 10 hours a day or even 12, 14, like something depending on the company. So my teammate, he's Australian, and he normally works about, I think, 10 hours a day, something like that.
So would he get paid for all those hours?
I think so.
Fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
bit of a mystery, but we'll move on to footy now. And
Yeah.
just give you the live score from Marvel Stadium. Brisbane 13,987, leading Carlton 9,862. So the Blues had a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
That's 8 minutes into the last, I think 8 minutes to go. So it's going to be a tough ask for Carlton to catch up from here, I think. So
It's hard to up for the Blues.
Yeah. And I think you tipped the Blues tonight, Yosh.
I did, unfortunately.
I might have tipped Brisbane, but that's okay. So the AFL ladder, let's just have a quick look at that. So sitting on top of Collingwood, who are going along very nicely on 24 points, and then Melbourne in second on 20, and your Saints sitting third on the ladder on 20.
Yeah.
So they've dropped off the top since last time we spoke. I think they've lost 2 out of their last 3.
Yeah. So
It's a bit rough, mate.
I'm sad about it.
Well, down at the bottom end of the ladder, we see the Hawks on 1 win with 4 points in 17th position, somehow not on the bottom, only because the West Coast Eagles are on the bottom after getting massively flogged by Carlton last week.
Yeah.
So just looking back at our teams for the last 2 rounds, Josh.
Yeah.
The Hawks were overrun by Adelaide to lose by 3 points down in Tassie. That was a close one. Your Saints at Marvel Stadium.
Yeah.
How'd they go?
Well, it was a tough game to watch, I have to admit. Then Carlton led, until third quarter, I think. Then Saints bounced back, at the last quarter and win by 22 points.
Yeah, no, it was a very good win. Then last week, round 7, the Hawks, I watched them on Saturday night. They had a good first half against the Bulldogs and a lead at half time. But the second half, they didn't show up at all, and the Bulldogs ran away, I think, by about 5 goals in the end. So we remain on 1 win for the season. And the Saints on Friday night, mate, that was a tough game to watch.
Very, very tough. I was really, really so grumpy at the time, of course. Then I had to throw so many swearing words, in my house, in my apartment, self-talking, like swearing wrong many times, and even have to punch my backpack. I was really, really, really grumpy on Friday night. How come Saints led by 18 points at the first quarter, then slip down, like sloppy free, like a hand pass didn't work, and Kamwiki, he just held the position like he should have kicked quickly, then he's got a smart down, and then really, really hard to watch that game. Can't believe that. 7 points lost.
Yeah, so Port Adelaide roll on with their very good record at Marvel Stadium. So you'd be hoping to not play them there again anytime soon.
Anywhere we lost to Port Adelaide. No good.
Fair enough. All right, let's have a look at our tips for this week. Round 8. As we
Yeah.
said, Brisbane, Carlton at Marvel Stadium tonight. You've tipped the Blues and I've tipped the Lions. And live update, the Blues keep coming. They're now 19 points down. So they've made up
Nice.
21 points so far, but only 5 minutes to go. Tomorrow, we have Richmond West Coast at the MCG.
Tigers.
Tigers for me too. We have Geelong Adelaide down at Cardinia Park.
Cardinia Park. Geelong.
Cats for me too. Gold Coast D's up at the Gold Coast.
D's.
Yeah, D's for me too. Gold Coast going okay, but the D's are going better. GWS Bulldogs at Manuka Stadium in Canberra. Speaking of boring cities.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs for me too. Fremantle Hawthorn in Perth on Sunday.
Oh,
sorry, tomorrow night.
Also,
Yeah, no, Freo for me too. I think
Fremantle.
Freo will win that over there. Then Sunday, Port Adelaide versus Essendon. This will be a good game.
Port.
Yeah, Port Adelaide for me over there at Adelaide Oval. Collingwood
Yeah.
Swans at the MCG on Sunday afternoon.
Collingwood.
Yeah, Collingwood just going too good and Swans not going so good. So Collingwood for me too. And to finish off the round, mate, your Sainters play North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. 3 weeks in a row at Marvel.
St Kilda.
Yeah, I think the Saints are going to do it. So moving on to the round 9 tips. Richmond, Geelong on Friday night.
Geelong.
Geelong for me. Richmond are going terribly. West Coast, Gold Coast. The Battle of the Coasts over in Perth.
Chip West Coast.
Gold Coast for me. Sydney, Fremantle at the SCG on Saturday.
Swannies.
Swans for me. North Melbourne, Port Adelaide.
Port.
Port Adelaide for me too. That one's played down at Hobart, by the way.
Yeah.
Hawks versus the D's
Yeah.
on Saturday night at the MCG.
D's.
Yeah, D's for me too. The Hawks have matched up not too badly the last couple of years with the D's, but D's going too well at the moment.
Yeah.
Brisbane Bombers.
For the class.
Brisbane versus the Bombers at the Gabba.
Lions. Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane for me. Carlton versus the Bulldogs on Saturday night at Marvel.
Carlton.
Bulldogs for me. It's going to be a good game, that one. Adelaide versus the Saints on Sunday at Adelaide Oval.
It's hard to see Saints win, unfortunately. I think a close to win, but my heart goes with St Kilda.
Good man. Adelaide for me, just because of the home ground advantage there. And the final game of the round, Collingwood versus GWS at the MCG.
Collingwood.
All right. So, Josh, who are you liking? Who are you liking the best? Who do you think's performing the best for the Saints at the moment?
Mitch Owens.
Yeah, he's pretty good to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. he's running so fast, and he takes the marks, and he's running so everywhere. I'm really, really happy to see how he develops the skills.
Very good. What have you got on for this weekend, Yoshi?
I'm going to the free training tomorrow. Then Sunday will be a quiet day, I think, because it's raining, so can't do much. Oh, sorry, Sunday? I forget. I'm watching the free, of course.
Of course, watching the Saints. All
Yeah.
right, mate. Well,
How
I
about
think.
you?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm umpiring footy tomorrow. I have a friend's 50th birthday on Saturday night in
Nice.
Ballarat.
Ballarat, nice.
Yeah, so a little road trip. It's only about an hour and a half from Melbourne,
Nice.
and probably recovering on Sunday.
For the birthday party.
And maybe I'll watch the Saints.
Cheers, mate.
All right, mate. You have a good weekend. Good to talk to you.
Cheers, mate. You too.
See you.
Thanks, everyone. See you, Crash.